West Ham vs Arsenal live. Carabao Cup result and reaction as Kudus and Bowen knock Gunners out. Arsenal have been dumped out of the Carabao Cup after suffering a surprise 3-1 away defeat against West Ham. West Ham were winless against Arsenal since January 2019 but found themselves ahead after 16 minutes when Ben White headed into his own net from a corner. Arsenal spurned chances through Nketiah and Kai Havertz in the first half and were made to pay after the break when Mohammed Kudus extended the lead after a break with a wonderful first touch and finish. Declan Rice was greeted with boos as he came on for Arsenal, but the former West Ham captain could do nothing to prevent Jarrod Bowen from finding a third, with Martin Odegaard's late goal of little consolation as his side suffered an early exit from the cup for the second season running. West Ham vs Arsenal. Report: Declan Rice's nightmare West Ham return a result of Arsenal's complacency. Fort: West Ham knock Arsenal out of Carabao Cup with superb 3-0 win. Goal: Odegaard finds late consolation for visitors. WHU 3-1 ARS. Goal: Bowen adds third with deflected strike. WHU 3-0 ARS. Declan Rice booed by West Ham fans on return to London Stadium. Goal: Kudus doubles leads with wonderful finish. WHU 2-0 ARS. Goal: Ben White heads into his own net to give Hammers lead. WHU 1-0 ARS. Declan Rice's nightmare West Ham return a result of Arsenal's complacency. 22:05. Ben Fleming. By the time Declan Rice eventually took to the pitch on his return to West Ham, his rescue mission had become to look like an impossible task. The smattering of boos that greeted the return of only the third West Ham captain in history to lift a major honour quickly became drowned out by a rapturous roar. Rice had only been on for a matter of moments when Jarrod Bowen's deflected strike cannoned in off Aaron Ramsdale, and with it, Rice's old club led his new club by 3 goals. By the end, Arsenal crashed out of the Carabao Cup with barely a whimper. This was not a happy homecoming for Rice. It was a terrible night for Arsenal, a difficult evening for Ramsdale, and a regretful one Mikel Arteta, whose side were second best throughout. Raya's introduction off the bench came too late, as did the arrivals of Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli and Martin Odegaard, who fired a consolation goal that was barely even acknowledged in the 95th minute. Arsenal took this fourth-round tie lightly and were punished. West Ham and David Moyes pulled off their plan and played the occasion well. They thoroughly deserved their place in the quarter-finals. Arteta takes blame for Arteta's Carabao Cup exit. 22:29. Jamie Braidwood. Mikel Arteta took the blame for Arsenal's painful 3-1 Carabao Cup defeat at West Ham. Arteta made 6 changes to his lineup for the fourth-round clash, starting with Declan Rice on the bench on his Hammers' homecoming. Rice, who lifted the Europa Conference League trophy as West Ham captain last season, was back at his old club for the first time since his £105 million switch to the Gunners. But he will not be getting his hands on the Carabao Cup this season after strikes from Mohammed Kudus and Jarrod Bowen, following an early own goal by Ben White, sent the North Londoners crashing out. "I'm very disappointed," said Gunners boss Arteta. "I'm responsible for that. We're out of the cup. We wanted to play a very different game and compete. The game took a direction because of the first goal, but we have to see much more from the team and earn the right to win. I'm disappointed with myself. We wanted to play in a different way and we weren't able to do that. Every time we lose, the pain is there. We have to use this pain and this defeat to prepare the best way for Newcastle on Saturday." Thanks for watching NY Sports News. Stay tuned for more updates.